Welcome to Maurine's meditation page. These meditations are offered free in service to the divine. If you're interested in working with Maurine, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.
So namaste, everyone. It's beautiful to be with you. I thought I would do a process with you today that would be a really powerful kind of a gateway process. And I'm assuming and hoping, screen share will stop, that many of you are aware, familiar, know about the energy of the chakras. And I'm putting this up on the screen. Just in case anybody doesn't, and for the sake of the fact that we're recording, I'm just going to very quickly move through these 7 energy centers. The chakras are basically kind of subtle energy body vortexes, like they're wheels of energy, subtle energy centers that are located in these 7 points in the physical body. You'll see the first chakra, the root chakra, which is indicated as red. The Muladhara is located in the perineum of the body. If you're sitting up straight, it's located in that part of the body that you're seated on. And the next one moving up, the sacral chakra, is at the very base of the sacrum. That's the second chakra, or the Swadhisthana. The first chakra we think of more as about that part of our body that gives us a sense of being rootedness in the body. And spiritually, we can think about it as foundational energy. It's the beginning of what becomes the kind of unwrapping of the flow of spiritual energy that we know as the Kundalini. There's literally this imagery of a serpent coiled around the base of the body that begins to get awakened and starts to move energetically up through these 7 centers of the body. As we move up from the second chakra, which is just below the navel, about 2 inches below the navel, in the back, it's at the where the sacrum bone is. That second chakra is more about creativity. It's about enjoying life, delighting in life. The third chakra is in the area of the navel, the belly button region, and up all the way up to the base of the rib cage. It's the area of the solar plexus. It's called the Manipura, and it's really the sort of center part of the body. If you think about when you're moving about, you really have to have that core of your body strong and centered to be able to move forward and backward in the physical realm. So these first 3 energy points are very much grounding us into the body. They're grounding us into the material world. When we move up to what is the green, or the Anahata, the heart chakra, it's the region of the heart and the lungs and that whole center, the thymus gland, the center of the chest. We're beginning to bridge into higher levels of consciousness. And as that energy moves up, the spiritual energy of the Kundalini, this serpent energy, moves up through the body, it has to move through these first 3 layers to get to a place of what we could call the flowering of the heart. And this flowering of the heart is literally a gateway to higher consciousness for all of us. Once we move into this 4th chakra, the Anahata chakra, and begin to move into the higher energies, we move up to what's called the Vishuddhi at the throat, the area of the epiglottis. This is a chakra that's very much about being in a flow energetically, where we're not subject to the mind's activity of judgment of right and wrong. We're simply in a place of being able to flow with what happens in life. We move up beyond that into the 6th chakra, which is right between the eyebrows, the Agnya chakra. And this is the mystic eye. This is where we're connected into see beyond what we could see with our physical eyes. And up at the crown, right up here in the crown chakra, we're accessing higher consciousness. When you're going to be receiving or giving the Diksha tonight, which we'll be doing at the end of our time, we're going to ask you to focus on this area of the crown. And just so that you're aware, there's a tiny little place in the center of the head, and I think it's probably what we used to call this the soft spot in a baby. It's called the Brahmaranda. And it's a place, it's a place where higher energies enter in when we actually offer the Diksha, coming down from the crown. They enter in from the Brahmaranda and come and settle down into the heart space. So the region of the heart is just a really important, it's a very important part of not only the physical body in terms of the life and vitality of the physical body, but it's also a very, very important portal energetically to higher spiritual consciousness. In addition to these 7 energy vortexes or energy centers, the body has 72,000 channels of energy that are literally moving up through the body, and they crisscross at each one of these channels of each one of these chakras. So the energy gets activated, both the energy from the sun and the energy from the moon. And what I'd like to do with you right now is just do a really, really short meditation. And because we've had a full moon, I think what we're going to do is we're going to activate the lunar energy in your body. So I'm going to get rid of this sharing here for a moment, just because I'd like to be able to see all of you. And I think somebody else showed up too, which is great. Let you in. What we're going to do is, you know, you think about the body, and we know the body is, there's so much of us is made of water, right? And when you think about the moon, I live very close to a creek, and I know if I go for a walk on the creek, depending on the moon, sometimes that creek will be a really low tide, and other times I'll go for a walk and there'll be, you know, it'll be flooded high tide. And throughout the day, those tidal movements happen in the water body right outside my house. Well, imagine your own physical body. You're made up of water. So your very body is impacted by the energy of the moon. In the same way that we're impacted by the energy of the moon, we're also impacted by the energy of the sun. And we're told by the ancients in India that the energy of the moon comes through our left nostril. And so what we're going to do tonight, just for a very short little breath meditation, is I'm going to have you activate the lunar energy in your body. And you're going to be closing down your right nostril. If I do it, I'm going to look like it's my left because everything looks backwards on here. But you can just take your 2 fingers of your right hand and close down your right nostril. And you're going to inhale and exhale through the left nostril. And as we do this, I'm going to just do a short count with you. I'm going to have you inhale to 3. And as you exhale, I'm going to have you visualize the energy lighting up as a bright light on the right side of your brain, because the lunar side of the body and the left nostril activating that lunar energy is actually what activates the right brain. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be activating lunar energy to activate right brain intelligence. And you all know the difference between right and left brain. What's right brain? What do you think of when you think right brain versus left brain? Somebody want to share? You could open up your mic. What's the difference?
Well, right brain is creativity and left brain is logic.
Yes, yes. So this lunar, activating the lunar energy through the left nostril and then exhaling into the right brain, you're activating this creative energy of the moon. So you guys with me to do this a little bit? I can't see you, so I can see a few of you. I really appreciate those who are keeping their screens open so I can see you a little bit. So, okay, I'm going to just invite you to close your eyes. And placing your fingers on your right nostril, take a deep inhalation, 1, 2, 3. And as you exhale, visualize the energy going right to the right brain, 1, 2, 3. And inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, energy to the right brain, 2, 3. and inhale 1, 2, 3, and exhale up to the right brain. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and exhale up to the right brain. Now we're going to add a breath hold. Inhale 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale up to the right brain, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale up to the right brain, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, holding 1, 2, 3, exhale 1, 2, 3. And just relax your hands and be in breath awareness for a moment. And take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, gently open your eyes. So before we move on, I just want to check and see if anyone has any questions about this activity of the heart chakra and what the significance of the heart chakra as a bridge for us moving into higher states of consciousness. What I'd like to do then is I'd like to take you through what's called a Dyana meditation. And a Dyana is basically as a kind of meditation that is a concentrated focus meditation. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on the shape of the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra. I'm going to show you a very simple, I had showed you earlier what is a bit more of a complex shape of this chakra, this particular one. But you could see it has 12 petals along the outside. These are thought to be petals of a lotus, 12 lotus petals on the outside. What I'm going to show you now is we're going to be focusing on a very, very simple modified version of this Anahata chakra. And you'll notice it has 12 petals of lotus on the outer rim of the image. This image is called a yantra, Y-A-N-T-R-A, a yantra. The image has the 12 petals of the lotus on the outside. And what we're going to do is we're going to begin a meditation process, and I'm going to be leading you through it, where you're going to very slowly meditate. And by meditate, I basically mean focus and concentrate on one of the petals at a time. If you think about just inhale and exhale on each petal, like inhale and exhale, and then move on to the next petal, looking at the next petal and inhale and slowly exhale, and then move to the next petal, inhale and slowly exhale. So we're going to begin by going around to the 12 petals. And if your mind gets lost, just stop wherever you are and just pick up one of the petals until you get back up to the top. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be moving inward in this yantra. The next focus we have is we're going to look at the circle and slowly bring our eye around the circle very slowly, slower than I'm doing now. I'm just taking you all the way around it. And at the end of the circle, you're going to become aware of the triangles. You could see there's two very large triangles here, one pointing at the top and the other pointing downward. And those two triangles, again, make 6 smaller triangles. Whoops, sorry about that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Make 6 smaller triangles. 1 here, 2, 3. My mouse is Mr. Slippery today. I've got electric finger here. So you're going to go around. You're going to focus on the lines of each of these triangles, going all the way around. And when you're finished with this last triangle, then your attention is going to be focused in the middle on what's called the bindu, this bright white energy in the center. And a bindu basically just means a dot. Bindu means a dot. You often see the Indian women have a dot right up in their, above their third eye. That's a bindu dot. So what we're going to be doing is, as we focus on this yantra, and I'm not going to be using the pointer, I'll simply indicate to you, now it's time to move to the outer circle. And then I'll say triangle, and you'll just move into the whole series of triangles. And then I'll mention bindu in the center. And if you haven't finished the other triangles, that's no problem at all. But this is a very powerful process to take us deeply into the energy of the heart chakra, and to balance our energy in the heart. So what I'd like us to do, in a minute, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and we're going to move into a meditative space. I'd like you to create an intention for yourself, something that is on your heart right now. Perhaps it's something to do with in your family, something to do with the work that you're doing in the world, some desire that you have on your heart, something that you'd like to take into your heart and bring into a place of balance and calm and peacefulness. And so I'll take us through a very short meditation before we begin the process of focusing on this Dyana meditation, this yantra meditation and focus. It takes about maybe 15 minutes. And what we'll do is we'll do the preparation, and then I'll begin to have us lead into the Dyana meditation. And after that, we'll rest for a few minutes. And then, Maurine, I guess if you know the names of the people and who's a Diksha giver and who's not, if you want to lead people into the Diksha, since I don't know how you normally do it, we could do that.
Is it, I mean, I think we might keep breaking the runless rules here, because what we do on our Mondays is I've just opened it up, and people who are Reiki, or I just have people give a blessing in the way that resonates with them.
Oh, okay. Well, however you want to do it's fine.
Is that okay? All right.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. However, I'm here with your group. Whatever you want to do is fine. So yeah, not a problem. So I'll just indicate to you when it's time for us to start that, and I've got some music I'll just play in the background for that, if that's okay. Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Okay, sounds like a plan. So I just want to check and see if anybody has any questions, anything. It's pretty self-explanatory in terms of moving from the outer petals of the lotus into the circle, into the larger 2 triangles, and then around to the smaller triangles. And you're always going around from the right. You're going clockwise.
And you'll be leading us through the whole thing.
I'm going to just lead you. I'm not going to go to the next petal. I'm going to tell you we're going to start with the petals. I just invite you to use your breath to move to the next petal. And then
Okay,
I tell you,
did I miss how long we spend on each? Like, is there a way to time?
that's what I'm saying, a breath.
One breath. Oh,
One nice inhale and an exhalation, and you can move on. And you'll hear in the music that I'm playing, you might even find that the music is going to take you around. I kind of use the music and my breath together. And then I'll tell you when it's time to move to the circle. And if you're already at the circle, you can already start the circle, you know, whatever. I just want to make sure nobody's like way back down at the bottom when we're starting the circle. So. Okie dokie, we're going to start. So I invite you to close your eyes. And as we begin, I want to invite you into finding a powerful intention for this experience for yourself. Take a moment to breathe into your heart. And feel that quality, feel the bridge that your heart is, that could carry you beyond any situation or challenge that you might have in the physical world, and take you into a deeper connection with the presence of the divine that dwells in your heart in a most magnificent and unique way. So as you tune into your heart and connect deeply with the presence, that higher consciousness, living spirit of grace and love and peace, the divine presence, set an intention for something in your life right now that you wish to move to a higher level with. Could be some aspect of a relationship you have with a friend or family member. It could be something about the work that you're called to do in the world, or even a question about life purpose and work. Perhaps there's a healing in the physical body that you desire, more vitality and strength, or clarity in a particular area of your life. Just take a moment and create a picture of whatever that is for yourself. And bring your attention up to the space between the eyebrows, to the third eye, that mystic eye. And through the mystic eye, see and visualize this well-formed outcome of whatever it is that you desire. Perhaps it's even a feeling that you have. You could feel it, you could visualize it. Bring it into that space of the third eye. And now gently bring it down right into your heart and let it go into your heart. As if you're planting a seed in your heart. And just like the wise farmer, you're planting the seed and letting it go, knowing that it will be nurtured and fed by the sun, by your attention, by whatever it is that needs nourishment in order to allow this seed, this intention to blossom and flower within your life. And now gently, as you're ready, open your eyes and look at the first petal on our yantra. Take a deep breath. Relax. And now moving on to the next petal and finding your own rhythm as you move around through the 12 lotus petals. And begin to follow the circle. And now go down the sides of the triangle. And follow the 6 small triangles. And now focus on the bindu in the center. And take in the entire yantra. And now close your eyes. And feel that 12-petaled lotus sitting in your heart. And just as the lotus grows out of the mud and opens its petals to the morning light, so too the energy of the heart is open to the radiance that flows down into the crown. Those energies of higher consciousness that open up the 12 gateways in the heart. Energizing and inspiring us, connecting us to our higher destinies and purpose, bringing miracles and synchronicities into our everyday lives, mending relationships, and bringing us a deep sense of calm, peace, courage, and connection. So offering gratitude, take a moment and place your right palm on your heart and your left palm on top of your right palm. And offer gratitude for the presence of the divine as you know that presence in your life. And gratitude to Maurine for creating this beautiful circle and family gathering as we do virtually. And feel the seed that you planted in your heart. And allow it to grow and to nurture through the experiences in the next coming days and weeks as you let go and turn it over to the divine presence and higher consciousness within you. So relaxing your hands and taking a few deep conscious breaths. Bring your awareness back into your physical body. And feel the grace that is soon to flow through the powerful presence of Diksha and other spiritual energies. As you're ready, you can open your eyes. So beautiful to share with you all. I see a few faces. Yeah.
Thank you for joining in on these free meditations. If you're interested in working with Maurine privately, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.